Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here. Come at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch for you guys today. And we have a lot of cards to go over that are bought out that you should be looking at. And what to pick up from Phantom Nightmare now that it's settled and people aren't looking as closely at the set here. Because I think there's a lot of things people are missing here. And I want to go over this so you guys are ahead of the curve here. Now, we will be giving away today, so you guys are ahead of the curve, a Priestess of the Ashen City. Now, you're going to see a nicer picture over here, hopefully. So I will be giving that away to one lucky winner. All you have to do is be subscribed, because 28% of you are not subscribed. Smash that like button and let me know in the comment section below what cards I'm going over next, Mark Watch, or what cards you think are good from Phantom Nightmare that are worth picking up. That's all you gotta do, and I'll announce the winner in 1.5 to 2.5 weeks. I actually had to re-roll a giveaway winner, funny enough. It's announced on the community tab, and usually I at the person, so check it, every 2 to 3 days. Make sure see that you won. US and Canada only. It'll be in the pinned comment below, more of the rules and all that. So go check that out. Also check out my sponsors, like buy anything on TeachPill, use my affiliate link down in the description below. Check out Tapio Cards. Check out Whatnot. Whatnot, you register, you get $15 off your next purchase for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Goods and other stuff like card games, even sneakers, etc. And again, you get $15 off your next purchase if you register using my affiliate link down in the description below. So it's really worth it. Thank you so much to my YouTube channel members. I always appreciate you guys. Consider being a YouTube channel member if you're not. And join our Discord because it's popping. And it's free. So go do that. And then we're going to finally get into this. So first thing I want to talk about is Voiceless Voice, because a lot of people are saying, should I pick up my Voiceless Voice? Should I not? Well, there's 70 bucks here and they're going right straight up to 80. I said that at $65, I'm not shocked that this card's as much, but the deck is meta relevant. I know some people think the deck is bad. I know some people are like, no, the deck's amazing. Well, we are getting more support for it regardless, and it's getting tops with the cards it has right now. This deck, I think that people haven't figured out yet, because as someone who's actually finally been able to play test the deck, something that a lot of people don't understand is if you have specific 2-card combos, now the deck could go off 1-card combos very, very well and play through hand traps like Imperm and Droll. And Droll's everywhere. So if your opponent Drolls and they're like, oh, well, we got the game because we Drolled first, they actually don't, which is great, but it could hurt. This deck needs specific pilots to be good, and it needs people who are practicing, because if you choose to not respect a hand trap and play a little safer, for example, not just spamming the low instantly, then you are going to get punished severely. And I think that this deck is actually... Oh, and another thing people don't understand is that you can double Savaris in this deck. It's really, really easy. You just have to change one thing in what we thought the 1-card combo was. And Savaris, negate of a summon, is not once per turn. So just negating 2 summons of your opponents and having an Omni negate is just ridiculous. So, but you guys will see a deck profile soon, and all that. But what do I think of low, honestly? I think that if you could get low for cheap, absolutely go for it. Getting your copies that say like 55, 50 bucks, if you could, is going to do you wonders, because it is getting support in the next set here. Now, by the way, we're going off through best selling, because I do want to see what people are truly interested in here. Now, popular, I mean, I will say this. Fire's obviously the best in the room. We all know that, all right? People are saying, oh, it's a mini tier 0 format. And it's really hard for me to call it a tier 0 format, because Snake Eye, Fire King, are they getting the 65%? No, but are they getting close? Absolutely. I've seen places where they're getting 50%, roughly around. And I don't think anyone is surprised for me to say Fire is the best deck in the room. It really is. Now, it's stoppable, absolutely, right? You could have certain cards that in your deck that are good. That's why I think that maining Droll is just kind of a necessary requirement. I know a lot of people want to see that card banned. However, to be perfectly honest with you here, it's a necessary evil, but it's getting kind of ridiculous to how often you got to see Droll. But $35 for your populars. 30 for your princesses. I mean, Fire's fire. The engine is also not that bad, because if you're able to take an opponent's monster or something, you can go into Hida, and then you can go into this, and then you could go into Ambler Whale, And a mini fire package is actually kind of crazy. And I feel like people are really underestimating what that could do, especially with World Zealantis as well. $30 for your princesses right now. I'm actually kind of shocked that this is less than popular. I think if it's between this and popular, I would probably get Promethean Princess because this is just generic amazing fire card. This is, I mean, what if we ever see Snake Eyes hit? It's gonna hurt. But Promethean Princess, I believe, is just the better pickup out of the two. Yubel at $15. This is crazy to me, right? Because a lot of people were like, this card's gonna be $2 on release, $1. I'm like, did no one understand that we're getting the Yubel reprints and people are actually interested in Yubel? Like, I knew the love and demand for Yubel cards were there. That's why I told people, look, this card could settle at $5-6, but it's gonna go right back up. Now, did it ever go to $5-6? Believe it or not, no. That is the place. The only thing I was wrong about this card. I said it would go about $6 or $7. Maybe I said 7 or 8, but I think it was 6 or 7. But let's say $7 or $8, right? And then it went back up to 10, 11. I'm like, yep, I'm not shocked. We got Yubels around the corner. And the deck's not bad. It could play Shifter too. And I'll be honest, if your deck is not bad, but it could play Shifter, this format, that's like moving one tier up if you can play Shifter. $15 for your Ultras. This is definitely a funny set, seeing how, you have one secret and then the other top 4 cards are Ultras and then it's a secret. So Vivittos here, and we're going to go over Ashen here as well in a second, just to kind of put them both together here. But with Vivittos here, $20. The thing about this card is, first of all, Dark Souls is Dark Souls. It looks very, very cool. But people have to understand that when it comes to our TCG exclusives, we always get more support usually in the next set. And for Ashen, the deck's already pretty good. I mean, is it good enough to be meta relevant? Not necessarily. Although if I see in the top 32, I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't be alien to me, because the deck could do some great stuff, especially with the other fire support. But we are getting more support. And I told people to pick up their Testana cards when they were like, the Ultra was $1, the Secret was $3. When that deck got their support announced, I also told people to grab the Field Spot 1. The Ultras, which is the best card, went up to $8 to $10, settling after a while at $6. So if you got it at $1, if you sold it late at $6, that's already amazing. Or traded it, got rid of it, etc. The secrets, I think, went up to about 10s as well. And then the field spells went up to about 4s, right? And you have to, guys, remember, that's for Testana. That deck was, I mean, I'm not going to say that there was no love for it, but the love wasn't there like Ashen. And when Ashen get their support, you can easily tell, especially because they have like secrets and ultras, they have higher rarity slots, they're going to go up. You got to be prepared. $20. I told people that if you could start picking these up for like $13, $14, even $15, you should be doing that right now. And then we have, okay, I have to scroll over here. Then we have the Ashen Girl here, which is the giveaway. I told people this is the best $4 to $5 Ultra to pick up. If it goes any lower, just start picking them up. $8 right now, people, and 26 listings. People know not to let this set go, and I'm one of those people, to be honest. Then you got Vivittos here, which is, the quick play. Lets you sometimes dodge stuff if I'm correct. No, this isn't the one that lets you dodge. But they're $4 here for your Vivittos. So that's kind of crazy, honestly. But I would pick these up while you can. Now, Goblin Biker Grand Entrance, I don't know where the Goblin Biker love went. I think it went on vacation, personally. But this archetype was, again, super cheap on release. I said no. What are they, $5-6? Maybe, 5, 6, 7, something like that. They were so low. Now they're about $13 for your secret grand entrances. I personally think that's really good. I know your Dougs. Where's your Dougs? Teach me how to Dougie. You know what? You should dislike the video for that comment. Dougs are $5, $6 here for your Ultras. I mean, this card was $1 on release. I know that for a fact. $1-ish to about $2. And the graph's not reflecting that because it was only like, a few days. But Goblin Bikers was a great archetype. They could do there's a lot of cool 1-card combos. There's a lot of cool 2-card combos. You could set up a lot of cool interrupts. You could set up Utopic Future, Gossip Shadow, and more. It's a good archetype. And people are sleeping on it. Sephiroths are 12s. Again, people are excited to see their voiceless. The deck's good in my opinion. I just don't think that people like the deck because right now, to be perfectly honest with you, it's quite linear for a combo, which is not always a bad thing. And people are trying to play one or two variants, which is going is the board breakers versus the hand traps. Now, personally, I think that it's better to play the board breakers in this deck, although with how much you're drawing and searching, you're basically just drawing an interrupt almost every turn. The board breakers are, in my opinion, are just better because I think that if you lose a die roll and you don't draw specifically draw and all that, it's not good. Oh, you just draw Ash. I mean, yeah, it's good against certain decks, but in this format, I just feel board breakers are better because we're seeing a lot of decks like Fire King just play through hand traps. We're seeing even your own deck play through hand traps, And I think people play into Evenly way worse game one than anything else. I've played, because I love maining Evenly. It's like as a player, I have this bad habit of I'm like, yeah, Evenly is just going to be like, not just a staple. It's going to be part of the engine with how good it is. And you guys might be thinking, part of the engine. I mean, like, I play it so much, it's practically part of every engine. And I just never get punished for it. I love going main phase, cool. Battle phase, and then they just are so upset. Especially against Fire King. Fire King Evenly is just fantastic. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. $12 for your ultras. Quarter centuries are 350, 355. I just feel like this card has room to grow, personally. I'm not saying to grab it. I'm just saying if you have it, still don't be in a rush to get rid of it. Your quarter century lows are 218. People are calling this one of the best quarter century main deck monsters of all times when it comes in accord to looks, right? To looks on how the quarter century looks. Now, I agree with that. This is absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I might fold on them. I might fold, but I don't want to fold at $200. Popular is like 185. Black Sheep's 9%. People are playing around with this card. And it's not necessarily short print, but I'm not seeing it in a lot of people's binders. I know the quarter century, a lot of people were reporting lower numbers on that. So that is one thing to look at. But yeah, $8-9 for your Black Goat last. It's not bad to pick up a copy per se. Your Goblin Biker, Gabungas here. You actually end on this now, so it's went up. Then you have your Yubels at $2. Keep an eye on this when we get the Yubel support. I feel like this could go $3 or $4. You got the Meow Mine here, Ultra. I mean, $4. I still think it's really good, especially since it's level 2. I would definitely keep an eye on it. Then we have, what else do we have here? $5 for your Titans. Metamorphosis are 4s. Metamorphosis is not a bad card at $4. It really, really is, especially if you get them for cheaper. You got Skull Guardian here. I feel like this card at $2 is quite cheap. Now, you play 2 instead of 3, right? So it's not a 1 of. Some people were asking, hey, isn't this like a 1 of? No, it's a 2 of, right? I think the number 2 is where it's going to stay. I would definitely never cut this to 1, even if the next build requests it. I just think it's a good card. And the fact that you're getting this for free a lot, it's just the fact that if you're putting a second on board, you should be winning kind of thing for this card. But yeah, this card can easily go up when we get the more voiceless support here. Priestess Ashen at 60, 65 quarter century is really low. Like, I don't think that's bad at all. The blocker, we just need a deck for this, but this is a nice penny stock here. In all honesty, the quarter century Vivito's Dragon is actually not bad at 70. Let's see what else here. Yeah, you got some. Sorry, I think this could go to about $1 as well. The ultras are 18s as well, so keep an eye out on that. And then I just want to go high to low to make sure I'm not missing anything. Also, I'm going to have a cool little opening at the end of this. I completely forgot to mention that. I just haven't decided what yet, because I might do some OTS just because we have OTS 24. I want to get some of my OTS 23 out of the way. Yeah, I'm not really missing much here. Grand Bash is like 20, but that's not the good one. Processors at 18s are not terrible. And then, do we really have anything else I need to go over here? Calm Strike at 6. I hate seeing at that, but I mean, it's just not going to see play right now. It just is what it is. I forgot to talk about that card, but that card's not too bad. So, Bridal Being Token. This card is bought out here. Now, you got $7 going up to about $10, $11. I mean, Nib is a card that you need to respect this format. It's a very good card. We only have this one super. They did not reprint it. And I say they did not reprint it because if you remember, I believe Magnificent Mavens, they reprinted tokens like the Sky Striker token as an ultra rare. People thought the tokens were safe because usually Konami has so much in need of reprint, they're not going to mess with the token, especially because, like, you could use anything for a token. But people like having their exclusive ones, like their Nibiru token. Am I shocked at this price? Absolutely not. I'm only shocked it took this long. Ghost Tricks. Now, Ghost Tricks are funny to me, by the way, because before I go over this card, the fact that so many Ghost Trick cards are seeing play, like Alucard, Mischief, there's the one common seeing play, but yet the archetype itself is really bad, makes me kind of see almost in the same vacuum as Predaplant. But Predaplant was at least like okay on launch, and people did actually play the deck. Unlike Ghost Tricks, where yeah, people played the deck, but the deck was never good, right? Even when it came out, like never really had a win con. I know it's a little better now with some of the support decks. Got a wave of support, but people just like Ghost Trick because they love how it looks. I love how this card looks. I actually really like how the ulti looks. It's like one of the only prismatic ultis I like because some people are going to be like, Cycross, I thought you didn't like prismatic ultis. Usually I don't, but XYZ have just told me that whatever Konami wants to do with this card, it's going to look good. Mischiefs, though, quarter centuries are about $15 seeing play in the Goblin Biker deck because you could cheat out cards like F-Zero. It's really, really good. I actually have one of these and one of the ultis just because I like the card. I never told people to go grab it because even though I knew that you could cheat out F-Zero, I was like, well, with everything else in the rarity collection, there's just better cards to grab. But yeah, $15, bought out completely. Other card, we already went over this card being bought out for, Goblin Bikers. $30 for your ultis. Your rares are 8s. This card has not settled down, like, at all. This card is still on buyout mode since the last market watch. So, yeah. Crush cards here. By the way, I love how this ulti looks. I had mine for Old Dolce. Crush card Virus. So, someone told me to look over this card here. So, you tribute Dark Box with 1,000 less attack. Check all monsters your opponent controls and hand and all they draw. And you destroy those monsters with 1,500 or more attack. Honestly, it's not a bad card. And it could still see some play. It's not as good as some other Crush cards like Eradicator. Because Lab could abuse that. But it's still a very, very good card. And these ultis are actually quite cheap at the $20 mark here. That is actually a steal at $20. Your first editions are 35, 45 to 50. I would get your first set near mints at 40 or like plays at 35 before they go up to that $50 mark. In fact, next page has them probably at, yeah, that's crazy. First set is definitely going to reward you for this card. Would you get it? Absolutely. Can this be reprinted in 25th? There is a chance Konami just puts all the virus cards there just to fill a void. But I think that you're really the gamble is more towards your favor by far here. Especially at the $20 unlimited and the first at 35. Even if it's a 25th somehow, and I say 25th in general because I feel like there is going to be a third. I don't think you're really going to lose too hard. So yeah, I would absolutely grab that, especially because this is good against specific decks. Thrust, ulti here. These are about 75 today, 78. They're a little higher here. But something funny I want to mention is for near mint, 27 listings. For near mint without photos here, 38 listings. And then your secrets, or no, that's your secrets. I'm so sorry. But your ultras here have lower listings than the secrets. 42, 47, $50 for your ultras. Meanwhile, your secrets are 45, 50. Why are you not getting the secrets? This is what I mean. Like, if you have ultras, just cash out right now and get your secrets. Like, that's what I would honestly do. Just go get your secrets, spend a few more dollars for your OGs, so that when this card is in 25th, because I'm telling you right now, they're going to have it in 25th, you are prepared. That's why I think a lot of people didn't want ultis, but then they said, ulti looks nice and we need it now. And we don't want to spend, this amount of money on bullshit when we could just grab the ulti. And I think that's a very good choice, in my honest opinion. But yeah, ultras, just get rid of them immediately. Plus, the ultras look weird to me. I don't know why. Fenrir ultis, these are bought out or going to be bought out for what? The 7th time. 48, 54 here. You got 12 listings. honestly, this card has gone up and down throughout its lifetime, but it's never stuck high because I feel like a lot of people, and I talk to people about this, and a lot of people are like, I don't really think this card's going to get hit. Well, Kawhi's going to get sick and tired of seeing Fenrir at 3 at so many decks constantly throughout the years, especially with how strong it is. They're going to hit a deck like the Subterra card. They're going to hit Fenrir, right? Now, they are bringing back, not Subterra, Pranker Tops. I don't know why I always say Subterra when I'm thinking about that card. People are, plus you have to also remember that Cash is a good deck right now. They brought back Unicorn. The deck was doing a couple things while Unicorn was at 2, but because just, Fenrir Control is just the deck, but they brought back Unicorn to 3. They might hit something else because all we have is a Rise Heart hit, I believe, in that deck. So I don't know what they're going to really do because since Kashtira, especially pure Kashtira, it's doing numbers right now. It's doing well in events. We're seeing it. It's a deck to be respected. It's a deck that is honestly, I think, one of the best choices in this format. Like if you're not playing Fire, I kind of look at Kashtira, as that it's simple, it does the job, and it has Shifter. Branded Fusion here. Ultis are, I want to just look at this because that's really low. So this thing's, yeah, $50. Yeah, still very, very low for this. And then I want to look at Aluber here because we just have to. Still 18 to 23 here. Okay, and then Albaz is about 15 here. I actually want to look at Albaz here because a lot of people, they still like this card. 15, I mean, the Quarter Century really hurt it, but it bombs out 25 here. So those $15 copies are not bad. 28 and then going up to 38 here. I'll be honest with you here, even with this wall, these listings are still quite frightening, especially because someone buys that wall out or they, take their copies off. We're going to see Alba as a money card again, and honestly, this ulti looks absolutely sick. OTS 19 was definitely a bad OTS, though, still. Everybody knows that, though. I've even made a video on it with how bad it was. I probably spent a whole Market Watch worth of time complaining about OTS 19. Probably a couple, actually. Teardrop the Rika Queen. Now, you guys are going to see a very fun plant deck profile from me eventually. That's just really hard to pilot. So I'm going to have to practice that quite a bit. But, and if you guys don't know, by the way, I'm going to take 1 second here. One of my resolutions of this year that I told myself was that I want to play this game a lot more because I don't get burnt out of this game like other players because I just simply don't have the time to play it as much. And it really sucks because my friend Cody, he got first place. So I had, my boy Baker got 7th. I know the kid who got 22nd. He's pretty cool. And then 6th place. I'm not familiar with him, but I've talked to him a few times and we're on really good terms. I'm not gonna call him a friend just yet, but acquaintances, getting there. But point is, I have like good players I can actually like learn the game from, right? And I love bringing that knowledge to you guys. That's why one thing I decided was you guys are gonna see usually I upload 3 to 5 times a week. Market watches, news videos, a discussion of video, a deck profile, 5 cards out of your trade binders are thrown in there, right? Whatever's not thrown in there might be there next week, right? I did decide that when I do my what I like to call on the ground reporting of deck profiles, I'm just gonna upload all of them within a day. There's gonna be like maybe 2-3 hour difference, right? Just so people have those deck profiles on the wild and they could hear it from the players themselves. If I end up uploading, say, 7 times that week, 3 times on the Monday, say I got 3 top deck profiles are just all there, then it's like 2 Mark watch the news video. Hey, it's there, But Rika's 27 for your CRs. Really not that bad for your CRs. Card looks gorgeous. Absolutely. But your secret looks really, really good. Like, this is just a card that looks fantastic in secret. Your secrets right now, I told people to get them at $5. You got 6 going up to $9, $10 here for your secrets. Going up to 20 very damn quickly. Wow. So if you got these at 5s, but if you do not have this card as a secret, go ahead, grab it. Would you also grab the CRs at 27? I think the CR is not bad to grab. I would probably just grab both. This card I think is a 1 or 2 of in the deck. But I have a playset anyway, just because I absolutely love this card. In fact, I actually have a PSA Rika secret, or believe it or not a CR, but the secret. I think that this card is not a bad card at 20s. I think if you had to pick up CR at 20s, I mean, this card looks absolutely gorgeous. I would just grab both. If you really want my opinion. Strena, I mean, this card that goes up and down because it just played in plant like crazy. $3, $2-3. Not a bad card if you believe in plants. as a card to like pick up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this card could go up. Ancient Chat. I want to show you guys something very funny here. CRs 13. Ultra rares are, well, you got one cheap one for $10 and $15 for your ultra rares here. Financial literacy at its finest. You should never be picking up that ultra when you have the CRs here. Now, should you be picking up the CRs? I actually think that look at Maze of Millennia, especially the CRs and just cards in general. If you're looking for cards for the long run, CR Ancient Chat is definitely a card that you can get like a playset or two or three playsets of, and you're gonna get rewarded in the long run. Absolutely, absolutely. Even especially if there's any raw support, absolutely. But collectors are gonna eat this up. This is what I would be definitely grabbing. Like if you pull like what, think about like this. If you pull one bonfire, which let's look at bonfire here. This is what 100. 125. That's so awful. That's so awful. Man, but imagine how many CR Ancient Chants you could get for one bonfire if you pull it. And then CR Ancient Chants probably go to 30s in its next lifetime, and you make like $400 off one pull. Crazy. Lone Fires. I want to check up on these. And that's the thing. If you pull like one of like these meta relevant cards somehow, you could really break it down into something amazing to like say get rid of later on. And then it's like, well, those are my staples. Like, oh, the next, quote unquote Little Knight. Oh, I have that and more. Right? And that's like what I mean. Like, if you play smart with your cards, you can make this game a lot cheaper. And this game's quite expensive. Core Sentries, $9 to $10 for your Lone Fires here. I think this is really great. This is good in Plant Tengu. This card could easily go up to $30, $40. And I was saying 20s earlier, with this card. But then with Plant Tengu, all that, I really won't be shocked to see this card at like 20s, 30s, $40. Definitely a card you want to get since it's gone down a little bit. This card was as cheap as 6 or 7, funny enough. Pre-preps are $22. Okay. I mean, if you want to play in Voiceless, I'm not too shocked here. Ash is, well, 145 for one, then 160, 165. People are saying, oh, this card's going to go up or go down because of the reprint of Feet Ash. I mean, Ash is Ash. People are going to want all of them. I won't really be shocked if this card goes a little further down, but I don't expect this to crash at all. And I think after the alt art printing, we should be good from not seeing an Ash quarter century. Quote unquote should be. But am I shocked to see this price? No, not really. I actually ended up getting 2 of these for really good trades. Really good trades that benefit me like crazy. Like, people were like, I need my fire stuff for the event. Here's the Ash. Give me my ultras. It was crazy. Like trading, like I traded like Promethean Princesses and like Populars when they were like $60 to $70 for quarter centuries ashes. I think like twice. And while they were up there, it's kind of crazy. Compulse is a cheap card, $6 here. People are just not looking at this card. This is a card that that I think you guys should be definitely picking up for sure. And then Rafflesia here, near my ultis are $23, $25 here. I mean, people are looking at cash to play because you could play Shifter in this deck. It's not doing anything. I haven't seen top 32s for this card, but 20 listings is quite cheap. Then, let's see here. It goes to about 30, 35 here. Okay. So it does go back up. With that being said, guys, I will be opening us up some awesome stuff. I'm thinking OTS 23 here in a second. Just remember, enter my giveaway by leaving a like, subscribing, leaving a comment of what I'm going over next Market Watch or what you'd be picking up in Phantom Nightmare, US, Canada only. And also thank you all my YouTube channel members. Check out my affiliates, and I'll see you guys in a second here. Peace. So we got 5 packs of OTS 23. I had quite a few of these spare, and I want to open up OT 24 for the stream tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central. So go check that out. Just a super here, not what we want to see. No crow either, big oofies. But I thought since I had a lot, I should open up some for you guys. I actually think this OTS is quite good here. We're gonna do the pack trick here. Ultis I want, honestly, it's not like I wouldn't mind Kurakara. Kurakara is fine, but I prefer Enemy Controller by far. Intact, I was shocked how popular Dynamorpheus still is. I mean, hey, people like the deck, right? Dino mommies, muscle girls. What can I say? Deck's actually quite cheap, too. I will say that. You know, which was good. You'll be paying in life points, not actual cash for that deck. It's a trap, so it can't be anything. Oh my gosh, another rescue to the soul. That's unfortunate. Pulling the Rug Supers and the Lab Supers are also really good. I think that this is one of the better OTSs just because they made the Supers, like, good. I think the Supers in 24 aren't as good, but they have some good stuff here. So, Common Dark Claw. I forgot if this was a common. It's a monster. Okay, Cuckoo Clock. Okay. That's not bad here. Yeah, at least you have something to show if you pull no ultis, like unlike other OTS packs. Alright, last pack here. Could we grab an ulti? Make this a YouTube short. Oh, only my YouTube short people don't know. I know because it's a trap. It's another Dynamorpheus Super. Wow, the variety in these OTS packs were insane. But, I mean, the Super Traps do look nice, I have to admit here. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.